what is the permissibility of a Muslim joining the United States military? Jazakumullah khair.
Wa alaikum assalam wa rahmatullahi wa question. Wa alaikum assalam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. The question is coming from Cincinnati, Ohio. What is the ruling on a Muslim joining the United States Army? I would humbly say the ruling of a Muslim joining the United States Army is very similar to the ruling on paying taxes. It's very similar to the ruling on taking the citizenship of the United States. It's very similar to voting and a whole big pot or kettle of these issues. When you pay taxes, where do the taxes go? How is your tax money spent? Some of it spent on the road, on this, on schools, on kada, and some of it is spent where? On the military. Jets and bombs and GPSs that can pinpoint a mosquito in Iraq and drop a cluster bomb on it. The money comes from somewhere. There has to be a food trail. So how many Muslims pay taxes? Okay, voting. They say you can't vote. It's haram to vote. It's shirk. It's taghut. It's this and it's that. But you live in America. Your children are born in America. Your grandchildren are born and raised in America. So we have this big cluster of Muslims and there's no political voice for them. It doesn't add up. We're not leaving and going to no other country. Where are the people making hijrah to in 2018? You go to Egypt, you go to Yemen, you go to Saudi, they laugh at you, they make fun of you. They say, why are you here? What are you doing here? You have a blue passport with an eagle on it holding arrows. Go back to America. Some of them will kick you out the country. They will not make it welcome for you. Go back to America. You have a beard. Your wife wears niqab, all black. He's with ISIS. He's a terrorist. Watch him. Follow him. This is a reality. So you're living in America or the UK. Your children are born and raised in this country. What is going to be for the Muslims in 10 years, 20 years, 50 years if the Muslims don't vote? If the Muslims have no type of involvement in politics, what is going to be for the communities of the Muslims? I'm not saying it's permissible or haram to vote. I'm just saying think about the reality. And the same applies to going into the army. What are you doing in the army? Are you fighting? Are you in the reserves? Are you going overseas to kill people? Or are you just getting an education and you're serving the country for 2 years and you're leaving? It depends. But if we say it's haram to join the army, Muslims can't go into the army because they may kill Muslims, then that leads us to other issues overseas. Where are the army bases overseas? Where does the plane refuel? Where does the ship dock? Where is the aircraft carrier going? And what bay and what gulf? This is not no hidden secret conspiracy knowledge. This is known facts. And there's an amazing thing about the United States military is that when you go overseas or when you go on the internet, you'll be shocked at the amount of transparency there is. They'll tell you where the bases are, how much they have. You'll be shocked like no other country. And it's a well-known and established fact. In the lands of the Muslims, this is the American base. This is the American such and such. This is where this destruction or this tool of destruction is located. They'll tell you that. In the lands of the Muslims. Who are they killing? Who are they bombing? Who are they blowing to smithereens? So, يعني لا حول ولا قوة إلا بالله. I wouldn't advise with it. I wouldn't advise you to go into the military. But I can't say that it's haram. Especially due to the fact that there are Muslims in the military. Okay? So, I mean, يعني Allahul Musta'an. Living in the Western countries, the secular lifestyle, what can you do? Allahul Musta'an. La hawla wa la quwwata illa billah. And Allah knows best.